Hello, everybody. Welcome back. If you missed last episode, you should probably go back and watch it because, oh boy, were mistakes made. Huge mistakes. I'm trying to figure out our crop fields because we got four brand new fresh fields and they are already diseased to hell and back. I'm not sure what causes the disease so quickly, but now that, well, we had about 9 months of food. 4 months of that spoiling. I'm gonna I'm gonna work these fields. I'm gonna try and figure them out a little bit. Um, we're trying to control this deer population here. I got four hunting cabins hunting these four deer nodes. I mean, that was effectively just to well, they've always been there, but I kind of just want to rely on farming of the actual livestock. I haven't repositioned our apiaries. I haven't forgotten about them. This one up here, I think, was in like, yeah, it's 79%. I kind of just left it there. Um, Even though it says it does better when it's in like a field or something, doesn't really seem to be the case. But otherwise, I would kind of just like put as many as I can here. I have a feeling people are going to get stung a bunch if I leave this up here. And then this, yeah, this was kind of just abandoned over here. Um, I don't really get the kind of honey bonus fertility thing. Oh, I can place it directly in the middle of my field. But yeah, because like the honey bonus here is what, 79 and it's dark compared to being it's light. But yeah, we'll move it here, get the 79 uh percent bonus, and then we'll just kind of leave that one there as well. But this farming seems to be a bit rough as we get here into early autumn. I promise we'll get to tier 4 things maybe 1 decade or so. I mean, we got 4 points. So let's actually do that now. We're gonna buy glassware because, well, we need it. Um, our clay mines actually can't keep up. Our infinite mine and our secondary clay pit, we're actually running out of clay. So what I think I'm going to do is buy another point into the speed. And then I did look into cavalry. I did purchase it. But it's a stable. So it looks like that's a new building for us to work with. And then we definitely need to work into stone walls and gates. So we're not going to have a choice but to unfortunately start up this route here for our structures. And then as far as farming goes, not really sure there's much for us to do. I kind of want to get away from our forging shacks. I feel like that's just basically early game stuff. And um yeah, we're just kind of past that, honestly. These foothold traps, I haven't putzed with them, but it looks like our hunter just simply got bogged down and was only doing that, and I just don't feel it was worth it. We'll probably work here into the smoked meat eventually, but I think what I might do is put a point into birth rate. Um, I heat resistance and drought for crops. I don't really have too much of a problem with that. The grain crops would probably be nice. Compost would be nice. Occupancy and then the work to reduce compost might also be nice. Um, Not gonna worry about wax sealed barrels. Ooh, spoilage would help. Um, and we need to not get distracted by that because we definitely need to go into the palisades here. We need to get our food under control. I'm kind of happy with 8 months. It sucks that four of that's gonna spoil. I just don't know when. I don't know if that spoils effectively at the end of the year. So does that mean we effectively just have 4 months of food? But I have a ton of bread in stock now. Maybe if we're missing wheat, I think what I'll do is back off the bakers then. In fact, what I'll do is I'll leave this up at 4, but I'll shut this one down. Yeah, we're completely out, and I've burned up all of my flour that I had in store. But I had to destroy most of my wheat because I'm just getting destroyed by disease. I don't understand. I really, truly don't. Like, I'm getting rid of everything, and it's really destroying me. It's quite bananas, if you ask me. Um, what is this? Oh, that's the tower, stupid. Yeah, I have very little flax in stock. Oh, I didn't want to click on that. Yeah, we're really falling downhill here. I don't know what to do about these fields. I really, really don't. Like, I know the weed level's gotten out of control and we need to be working the fields, but yikes. Maybe I get rid of beans here and let's work the field. And it's just these diseases that just popped up like immediately. Insane. And what I'm going to do is, come winter, I'm going to redo. Actually, I don't have to redo all the fields, do I? I want to, at some point in time, work the field. I hope I can work the field and put a leek in here. Because you get max crop yield. The tolerance is 10 of 10, but it just has a long grow time, right? Yeah. Fertility dependency. I'm not worried about it destroying the fertility of the field. In fact, I might even get rid of the clover because we have so much compost. It can be grown to replenish soil fertility. Well, I don't want to say we have so much compost, but we'll just get rid of the clover because we have compost. I think that's what I should do. Yeah, let's make sure we're not planting any clover anymore. Yeah, we're not. All right, so this field's getting worked. That'll be good. That's fine for now. That has frost. Yep, okay, good. Weed level is greatly decreasing. Love to see it. All right, let's, since we have some food and we can actually focus on other things right now, I think what I'll do, you know what, I'm not going to disable it. Just do what you need to do. What are you out of? Brewery. Yeah, you're out of grain. That's... Well, the game hates me though, dude. It won't let me plant grain. I'm not going to have a choice because we can't wait. Problem is, I got the freaking disease. Buckwheat and carrots, yeah. And then this is an infestation of 2%. I wonder if we just work the field. I guess just work the field. I don't know if this council leaving it to follow. I don't really have a need for you, but we'll take them anyway. I wonder, can I? The overlapping of the apiaries. Yeah, it's a big struggle. And this was left. It shouldn't be at 44% though. Where could I potentially put another one? I don't know. I kind of just move this around. We'll potentially put one up there. Yeah, if anybody has any farming tricks or tips, I would greatly appreciate it because this is just painful, honestly. Like, you just get diseased so quickly. But I guess if I'm constantly planting and banging on the soil like I am, I guess I would really destroy the structure of the soil, right? Wouldn't I? You know, and just effectively overworking the soil and abusing it. But I don't know if this counts. Like, as like leaving it to fallow or just work the field. Because, like, are we effectively abusing the field while still working it? Or them tilling the soil, help replenishing it? Let's make sure we're getting in plenty of that. Actually, no, I need this to be... Yeah, I want this to be my wheat field. This one's freaking diseased to hell and back. This is my wheat. Yeah, we need winter to come around. Work the field. Go wheat. I guess leave the field alone. Or do I not do wheat and do... Well, no, it doesn't matter because this disease is everything, right? Yeah, wheat and rye. That doesn't affect buckwheat, but this affects buckwheat. I know. I guess we'll see what happens if I just do this. Move this back because we seem to lose some crops to the wheat. No, it's not exactly a growing season, but it leaves the fields to, I guess, rest a little bit. I hope it works like that. And then I guess what I'll do is we won't plant clover. We'll leave clover alone. We'll just ignore it altogether. And then I guess because the weed level being at 51%, we'll do that. And then we'll see how much this gets us and then just leave the field alone here. It'll just be a whole lot of nothing. Even though these are disease resistant, they grow quickly and are frost tolerant. Average soil tolerate, and they tolerate diseases. And then this one I'm going to need to be my flax field. And they're both frost. So yeah, they'll work the field, go straight into it. Oh, I forgot to do this on the wheat, didn't I? I did. We need as much of a bonus as possible. And I don't like that that's a turnip icon still. Oh, I messed with it by mistake apparently. Whatever, it's gonna go away anyway. Perhaps I was doing this wrong. See, why does that change? Why did that go from a wheat icon to a turnip icon? Is it because it's current yield? I don't know. Maybe that's another bug that I just don't know about. Alright, clear that off. Work the field, work the field. That'll go there. That'll go there. And then that'll stay. Perfect. Yeah, this field has just been destroyed. And this doesn't say that it affects anything. That's within 200 meters. That mildew is going to wreak havoc on these fields. So don't plant anything. We'll just go beans. And then don't plant anything. Go leek. And then just work the field in the beginning of the year. And then maybe we do some cabbage. Yes, but then for the cabbage, we need to make sure we're there. There. I feel like I'm doing this wrong and you can't set this. Because that icon changes. I just don't understand why it's doing it. Selected crop, cabbage. It's not the selected crop. I selected beans, and I wanted to fertilize the beans here. I'm not going to be smart enough to do that. Problem is now is we're not planting hay for anything. Maybe this should actually be the hay field. Do hay. Boop. And then yeah, we'll leave the field alone. We'll see. Nope, not clover. Hay. Do that again. Put it in the middle. Pretend like that makes a difference. We'll see what happens on this field. Triple planting hay. Probably a stupid idea. But I just realized we're not doing it whatsoever. So that's going to screw us there. And then this will be effective double leak. We'll leave a little bit of space here. Let the soil rest. We'll pretend like that does something. Cabbage is very high in frost. Frost and heat. Drought tolerance is a 5, so that's fine. Actually, what is a leek drought? It has 0 drought tolerance. That could be a problem. Maybe put that, even though that goes into summer, kind of. We don't need to work the field. Kind of. Field is kind of butt cheeks, honestly. Alright, work the field near the end. We'll let it rest a little bit. We'll see what this does for us. We'll get rid of the turnips. Just work the field, I guess. Do it there at the end. We'll let the field rest. Let the field rest here. Again, rest there. We'll move this over a little bit. Alright, now we got our fields resting. Hopefully that helps with disease. We're just going to get rid of this, right? Beans, peas, buckwheat, carrots. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of it. We'll let the field rest because this is getting out of control. Weed levels at 28% and decreasing. Work the field, rest, work the field. What's the weed suppression? 0. I guess work the field. Because this doesn't say that it does anything with the flax fiber. Nor does that. You know what? I really don't know if this helps the field rest or not. But I guess nothing is planted, so maybe question mark? We'll pretend. Yeah. Alright, let's get into some tier 4 stuff, shall we? I know I spent way too much time trying to figure that out. I just didn't expect the building to, or not the building, the fields to be diseased so quickly. Glassmaker, really terrible in desirability. Boy, that's got a range on it, don't it? Glass. Glass will just need sand. Okay with that being right there, I think, right? Yeah, why not? Alright, get a glass maker down, and then let's check on the stables, because where was that building? Furniture... Stable, right here. Wow, terrible desirability as well. Teeny little building. Wait, fodder. Barrel? Ooh. Hi. Well, that shouldn't be up here. I mean, it could, right? But we'll put it down here. How big of a space, though, do I need for this? Well, let's just place it down because we don't know how big of a space we need. And then we'll move it accordingly. Maybe I should just build this sand pit then. Or sand pit, clay pit. Just to get it out of there. Could use this space for something, possibly. Join me back here in another raid. Wasn't really sure if I wanted to show it. But I guess since because you guys have missed the last one, I'm gonna show this one. Except why can't I? Oh, see, I kind of hate this. I hit F1, I change the keybind, and that selects my infantry units, and I just realized that's moving all 24 of them up there. How do I select just this regiment to these infantry units to go here? Okay, because it wasn't doing that. I was clicking on the banner. If you click on it, and it's not always, like, responsive. I want this regiment to be up here. And then, oh, you know what? That's what I forgot. Look at that. It's happening. Forgot because I'm a helmet. Oh, there's that. But now we're actually going to look and see how badly this camp is going to get smacked. Because these people around here, they're not going to move. They're all just going to die in here. They're just going to be going to the quarry, and then that's it. Yeah, I'm okay with the building being destroyed. It's fine. We'll remake it. But this is what I'm afraid of. These people, they're just going to keep working. They're not going to run. And if they try, they're just going to get caught. That's what I'm afraid of. Like, they just have the AI, not just the raiders, but the overall civilians. They're just so bad at trying to survive. Like, I really wish there was, like, some form of warning bell, you know, like the town hall. Like, hey, I activated the warning bell. Everybody get behind our walls. And this is what I'm talking about. I know I've showed it before, but you see how they're just kind of like tweaking out here? They're not attacking my walls. I just literally send these guys out here to attack them. And then once I aggro them,
Your command?
you know, you just simply draw them backwards. You know, some of them will start to walk in and you just shoot them up with the towers. But let's see what goes on down here. Yeah, see, they're attacking my walls, but, yeah, the storage is empty. This is potentially gonna, I mean, it's gonna go down, you see, but they're running. Granted, archers are shooting at them, but yeah, that's just not gonna go over well. They run out the gate. Like, I understand why they're doing it, but I want the archers to sit there and soften them up. This is why I wanted the cavalry units, because it would effectively be a rapid response down to here, and for whatever reason, no ammo is being stored. Hello? Arrows? I mean, 377 is some ammo, is it not? Missing melee weapons. I'm sorry, why are we missing melee weapons? It's an archery tower. We shouldn't have melee weapons. Alright, well, this whole thing is gonna go down. I'm not gonna send my military units down there to fight that. We'll just let that get completely destroyed. You guys, well, if you want to be engaged here, that's fine. Whatever. Go attack them. That's kind of about how I figured this was gonna go. I just don't want the archers free firing here, so I guess destroy this. It's whatever. I knew it was gonna happen. That's probably why I should have had the garrison down here. I wanted the garrison, the barracks. I don't know why they were seeking melee weapons, or was it just because it was a thing? I guess, yeah. I guess we'll select all of our infantry and just bring them down here. And look at that. The villagers are still just mining. They're not running. There's just zero awareness that there's raiders, and this is exactly what I feared. This whole mining outpost is every time going to be destroyed like this. Granted, I know we don't have the best defenses, but come on. Like, I just couldn't get the people to go into my town because there's just no warning that I'm aware of. Like, if I ring the town bell, I guess they're too far away to know about it, right? You know, they're never going to hear that. But just give me some form of command or something. Just be like, hey, we're being raided. We should probably, you know, come out here. All right, let me turn my military around. I guess we're gonna fight on the road. If you guys are done destroying all this stuff, I mean, these people are just gonna die out here. I don't think there's anything I can do. I can't force them to flee. Well, I mean, I guess I could like select them like this and tell them to go into the town. But as soon as they get into town and stand there for a few seconds, they're just going to turn back like these idiots. You know? Like, I can select them and be like, hey, go all the way over here. But as soon as they get there and they stand around for a few seconds, they're just going to turn around and start walking away. So, yeah. I guess we'll just try and do something about it. Yeah, it's... I don't know if I'm missing a mechanic or what, but that's just stupid. One of my fears for the outposts out there. And now fighting out in the open road here, these archers, oh, crossbowmen, are they archers? Yeah, archers. They're just gonna free fire my guys. So if I can just try and get in there. Problem is they're gonna, yeah. And then the focus the archers. These archers just free firing aren't gonna do us any good. But I have confidence here in our light infantry that they're just gonna rip them to pieces. So I'm not even gonna really be worried about it. Pick a target and have at it. Yeah, villagers are gonna die. There's just nothing I can do about it. You guys have no awareness or care for your own life. I can't help you. I'm not gonna sit there and keep micromanaging and pulling them away. That's just stupid in all sense. All right. So I guess we're gonna need some melee weapons down here for some unbeknown reason. I need to select the gate. Yeah. I know this is gonna happen every time. And you guys just deserve it. I don't, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, there's another thing that I kind of wish that they would did, and how such of a nightmare I had flattening this out, the terrain. I wish when I go to place down, you know, a quarry here, it would auto flatten the terrain for me. It's like, all right, to place this building, you know, it'll auto flatten it. Like, look how steep that is. This would take forever. It's so stupid that I have to keep going flatten, 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 flatten. In hopes that it did it enough to where the building will work. Just let me go to place the freaking building and auto flatten it for me. Obviously, you add in the labor time, right? So I don't have to keep going flatten once. Nope, not enough. Flatten again, twice. Still not enough. Flatten again. Nope, still not enough. Like, it's just an oversight, I feel. It's so stupid. Terrible, terrible design. I'm not sure how or why they thought that was a good idea. Or maybe I'm just being too picky. Who knows? But, you know, it just took forever. Like, I don't know how many in-game years it took. Do I want them? Sure. It took for me to just sit in there and flatten this and flatten this. And then it's like, oh, nope, now you flatten this too much. This up here is too steep. You know, or it's like in flattening here. And it's like, oh, now you screwed up by one tile. So now this is too steep again. It's just like, come on. Like, just, can I just have like an auto flatten and then you guys add the labor costs to it? Like, yeah. They even give it a toggle, you know, if somebody wants to do it manually, by all means, let them do it manually. Make it a toggle or something to just auto flatten. Surely it shouldn't be that difficult, right? Again, I don't know anything about programming, making a game, anything like that, but I mean, games have done it in the past where you place something down and it's just like, hey, these trees are in their way. We'll auto clear the will auto clear the trees. I don't even know what window I just opened, you know, or just whatever's in the way. It's, you know, it's auto cleared. Is that not possible for the flatten? You know, just like, all right, this needs to be done. The game calculates and does a thing, you know. Like, surely that should be a thing. All right. We need to actually get back on the track here. This just needs sand and a heavy tool to make glass. I don't know how slow that is. But I did place down the horse stable as well. That is quite the area, I should say. And then we're gonna get that fenced in. We're just gonna go with a regular old fence here. And then I think what I'll do is I'll make this the gate. There. That should fence in this building. I hope they don't squeeze through the little gap into the building. If not, then I guess I can't run it down to the road, kind of like this. I'm hoping the fence will actually block this on the building. I think I had that same problem with this. Um, how did I run the fence? Oh, I did run the fence all the way down, and this is a double gate. Alright, I haven't anyone tried to go rogue in a while, so if I did this correctly, we should be getting in some horses. However, I am going to disable the building because we're not doing anything, but what I'm going to do is undisable all of the slots so that way when they do breed and whatnot, I'm not forgetting about it. Speed time back up. Did we lose anybody? Yeah, 6 of 12. You guys kind of got beat up. Predator is attacking. 4 predators sighted? Where? What are we doing way out here? There's gold right there. Deep gold, deep gold. Oh, there's bandits up here on the mountain. Not sure what the issue is way out here. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Alright, so we're into glass. We should, well no, we gotta buy, wood cutting is a problem. Can we upgrade wood cutting? No, why can't we upgrade it? Tech tree. Probably should do that, shouldn't I? Do we have a point? No, we don't. Alright. We're having a food issue again. Damn it. Hey, look at all that meat. I guess we just need another smokehouse, I suppose. Yeah, I just infinity meat. Don't even bother. That would be in food production, wouldn't it? Smokehouse. I guess go right there. That's fine. I don't like the way this is laid out, but is what it is. This, now that I have the 4 hunting cabins, this deer sighting constantly goes down to 1. But I guess as long as these stay up there, leave them alone. I'm thinking about putting down another cattle barn, but the problem is my my animals are kind of starving to death here because I do have hay, but I did plop this somewhere here. I hope it's not going to be too terrible. So we're just going to let our fields rest ish, I hope. And then same thing with the wheat. Actually, let me change that. Work the field, get rid of that, then do wheat. Get rid of that. Move that over. Actually, they can't then because there's not enough space. Yeah, so I guess to hopefully avoid overworking the field, we'll, I guess just do something like this. Let it work out there. Then same kind of goes for here. And hopefully we'll avoid diseases. Except that's not going to be it for the hay. Yeah. I think we'll do that. We'll let the field rest. As long as we can keep it in stock. And then hopefully this works over well for this. Alright, that's all 10%. I don't think we need anything from the merchant. We're okay on gold. I am very, though, concerned about firewood. Could just put another one down. I don't even know where it is in the tech tree if we're even close to it. And I kind of don't want to put a point into it. I was going to work up my way up there to... Yeah, see, that's a firewood splitter. And the saw pit. Yeah, because I kind of wanted to do it for the saw pit. We were working our way up here. You know what? It's not that far away. Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, we've confirmed that. Wait, I thought I had a point. Oh, nope. You gotta learn how to read first. Teacher. Oh, we can upgrade this building, but it just needs glass. What's that? Monthly cost of 30. That's fine. I do want to focus on our people, but I can't. There's no food. Insane. Complete insanity. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the merchants. Honestly, I feel like I should just get rid of the fish. The fish are so far away. Yeah, let's just do away with the fish. I don't think that would count towards another kind of food, right? It's still a meat. Smoked fish, smoked meat. But if it does, then we'll just put it back. So we're just gonna disable the fish. Just simply focus on meat. Yeah, like produced last year 100. That's it? Basically, I need a whole bunch of smokehouses. See, but I got like no meat in stock, and it's not stored anywhere else. So I'm missing the thing here. 3 traveling merchants. Not really interested in trading, am I? Alright, who's got what for me? You don't want to buy anything I have. Actually, I guess let's look at horses since we got the barn down. Could sell you beer, but we don't really have much in stock. Maybe I'll hold on to it. But it could go bad, right? But then if I sell this, you're gonna end up stocking it. Yeah, none of these are interesting. That's fine. We'll chew on that. Speed time back up. You. Right, we got clay back in stock. That's good. Yeah, I'm too concerned with food. Yeah, I just don't think I care about fish because our fishing was way over here, and then they had to go way over here, and it seems like the smokehouses were always just out of fish because it took 20 fish. And even though we were fishing here, it was a nice space. Don't get me wrong. I think if I was gonna do anything with fish, I'd probably do it up here at this lake. But then again, they're just gonna get obliterated. I don't understand. What is this? Close combat effectiveness will be reduced until more melee weapons are made available in your settlement. You shouldn't be wanting a melee weapon inside of a tower. So, I mean, I weapons. No. Oh, don't tell me I gotta do this again. Like, I have to do this and then... Well, no, you guys should want to go fetch a melee weapon. I'm probably just out of weapons overall. I mean, you guys would have to travel all the way up here. Yeah, see, there's one weapon in there. which means I do need a blacksmith, but I would have to upgrade the blacksmith. But to upgrade the blacksmith, I would want to then do the foundry first, which we have everything. We have the gold. We'll upgrade the foundry, and then we'll upgrade the blacksmith, which is what I kind of feared. My secondary blacksmith, I guess, will focus more on weapons rather than tools and whatnot. And then as far as the armory goes, I guess you're fine with just working by yourself. Oh, wow, you produced one of each last year. Yee. Yikes. And that takes 12 iron. I think we'll hold off. We've hit our brick quota, apparently. So that's fine. Glass. Do I want to make infinity glass? Probably not, right? I don't really know how much we need, so just do like 500, I guess. And then do a minimum of at least 100. Yeah, I guess I have to pay attention. Like, you made 300 smoked meat last year, and you made 660. Your bananas, that just is not enough. Can we fit another smokehouse right there? We cannot. I guess I can put him here. Relocate. Yeah, I dislike the way this is, but I'm having such a food problem that I'm afraid to move them. Like, the hunting cabins I was okay with, but I don't think I can do away with the forging shacks. I mean, we would eventually need to forge for herbs, right? So I would need at least one forging shack, but are they really getting me anything worth anything? I really almost want to say no. And like, without them cultivating, they only got 50 greens, 160 berries. But then you got 160 greens. I guess it just depends on the area they're in. You're really not getting more so over than the other. What I could do is upgrade this one, delete these two, and then your storage is full. Of course, intoxicated. Driving a wagon. I was gonna be like, do I need another wagon shop? Oh, they're drunk. A medieval DUI. Pretty much what that's coming down to. I feel like I've outgrown these forging shacks. And I should really just go into the smoked meat production and just overhaul it. But my current fear... Oh yeah, look at that. 740 meat. But I mean, if you produced 600 last year, and you produced 380, maybe this... Yeah, this one's got to go in full swing. I didn't pay attention when it was obviously built. But if those two can keep up with the meat, I guess if we have any meat in here at the end of the year, I could build another smokehouse. And then as far as our greens go, I mean, that could just strictly come from farming. Yeah, I think we do away with the forging shacks. We'll leave them for now, but we'll just make sure someone is gathering herbs. Yeah, and there's a package of herbs here. You got the greens down here. I know there was some bird's nest up there. You got all of these down here for berries. Yeah, I think we keep that one. And then, I guess between what you've cultivated and what you've picked. Yeah, see, like, they're not gathering anything, it seems. They're just... Oh, no, that's a priority. Except they didn't set a priority. Storage. Yeah, you know what? We're committed to it. We're gonna destroy it. I'm fairly confident we've outgrown that building. Let's get back up to ×5 because we're not really getting anywhere. How are we on this? I need a priority on this. We have the gold, we have the bricks, but we probably don't have the iron. What I'm afraid now is that this building is no longer functional because it is being upgraded. And I'm curious now, because it's being upgraded, although it still says they're producing iron. Because if they stop producing iron, then I'm kind of screwed. I would have to shut the building, not shut the building off, but cancel the upgrade. I don't think we upgrade the armory. Not yet, anyway. But we're definitely going to upgrade the blacksmith. And then have that secondary blacksmith have more of a focus on tools. Or, I'm sorry, not tools. Weapons. And then probably heavy tools. Which one of these stores tools? This one. We have none. Alright, oh. Since I think because I don't understand the whole production window, I think I'm going to just make 3 blacksmiths. And just have one do tools, one do weapons, one do heavy tools. If I'm looking at what they've produced in a yearly basis, I've gotten 4 tools, 2 weapons, and 5 heavy tools. I just don't feel like that is enough and or correct. And then the brickyard, I could potentially just move behind here. What's my quota on bricks? 600 bricks, minimum of 200. I think I'm okay with that. Because what I could do is just simply move a brick over here. In fact, I might just do that. Since you're not doing anything, we'll rotate you and put you there. And then I can put another blacksmith here. The foundry doesn't need to do anything like that. And then with the armory, I could have one focus on armor and one focus on shield. That could be a thing. But let's see, this episode has gotten on long enough. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Primarily my fault because I'm having such a food problem. And I'm having to over-focus on food production. Look at it. All this upgrade. I haven't been able to focus on our town at all. I really wanted to get into the tier 4. You know, I was doing all the upgrades I could, but I very, very poorly overestimated the gluttonous consumption of my settlement. And yeah, look at that. One other smokehouse and we're just already out of meat. It frees us. Let's move this building over. And then move this building right next to it. Got a row of hunting cabins and then the forger shack. I'm happy with where the forger shack is. There's no point in doing the cultivating in the tier 2. It's just pointless. Oh, I seen that actually went down to 1 for a second. The deer have moved slightly north. So let's move you up a little bit north then. What can we get up here? Not really much if I move you. But perhaps we won't overhunt the area then. Because then I'll still have these 2 hunting these 3. And then this one is also hunting these 3. Okay. That'll work. Yep. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this episode here. I want to thank everybody for watching. I really hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I'm starting to have fun, even though I've committed colossal mistakes, but at least I understand on how to correct them now. So I'm always looking for feedback, good or bad. Doesn't matter if it's this series, different series, or just overall on the channel. I'm always looking to improve what I can do to make the channel better, make you guys have a more enjoyable time. Till then, see you all in the next episode. Bye.